In cities all over the U.S., there are small businesses doing things their own way. I'm Bryce Schreier, and today on A Project of Passion, we are in York, PA, to shine a light on a little art house that is the city's only independent movie theater. This is Small Star Art House. So we're here with Patty, the owner and operator of Small Star Art House here in York, Pennsylvania. Now, Patty, how long has Small Star been a part of the York City scene?
We just had our second anniversary, March 4th.
So 2 years now. We're
toddlers. We're toddlers in the art scene.
How has it always been a small independent theater, or did it start out as an art house?
2016 start date. This was a technology company. There was a computer hardware company and a computer software development company. The computer software development company outgrew us, bought that building across the street, a very large building. So the place was sitting empty for a while, trying to figure out what to do with it. And was kind of paying attention to the downtown scene that was burgeoning here. I wanted them to think about what could we contribute, our physical plant here. I own the building. So, my friends and I would drive to Baltimore, go to the Charles. We love the Charles. See a movie, go out to dinner, go back to the Charles and see another movie. Then we've spent all our day and all our money not in New York. So we're trying to think, well, maybe we can put a theater here.
So with bringing in like the independent movies as well as independent artists, are you basically just a hub for York artists, or are you open to artists from all over?
So we like to say global films, local art.
Okay.
All the art that you see here in our art gallery is made by somebody in York. York County is our criteria. If you look at the digital imagery, they're provided to us right now by a group of 3 guys who all went to Susquehanna High School together. They're called Noir Gallery. Noirgallery.co is their website. And so we've got 5 exhibits from them right now. We've already sold some of their art.
Wow, great.
Over our walls. And it's kind of a neat mechanism because they don't have to do the expense of getting enlargements made and matting and framing.
Mm-hmm.
People are still exposed to their art and able to buy it from their website directly.
That's so great.
So we talked a little bit about Small Star becoming New York's first digital art gallery. Here's what I mean. So you can see there's a sensor built in here, and I can scan through the playlist. And this particular image caught the eye of the York Water Company, and on Wednesday, their annual report was released. This is on the cover of the annual report. Art created by 3 young men in southern York County. This is the cover, this is the back cover. So they happen to walk by, see it, license the work, and artists are getting paid, which is our wildest dream come true.
With movies, I know, like, I've seen the posters up for Lady Bird, the disaster artist, things such as that. So there are like ties to the Hollywood scene in a way. But how about?
We do for all indie film, all independent studios. The top 6 largest studios will not work with us. We're just too small to be worth their time.
We're getting there.
But there are so many independent filmmakers now. Like I don't know if you remember the movie Tangerine was made on 5 iPhones. It won an Oscar. But our shtick is newly releasing independent films when they're still in their theatrical run. Because once they go to video on demand, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, nobody's going to buy a ticket to come in.
Yeah. So here, though, have you gotten to experience any of the local filmmakers around here? Are there any?
There are
Yes.
surprising number of local filmmakers, and it's in our utmost interest to try to give them exposure as well. In fact, the weekend of April 6th, I have a filmmaker coming in. He's from Ohio, but he made a film about bocce leagues. You know, Italian men play bocce ball.
Oh.
You familiar with it?
I am now.
Turns out there's a restaurant here in New York that has a bocce league.
Wow.
How fun is that? Roll some bocce, drink some wine, eat some great Italian food. So we're having our first ever off-site event at Victor's of York.
No
which is
kidding.
an Italian restaurant on Oakland Street in New York. filmmaker will be here. We'll be doing a screen talk on Friday night, April 6th. I think.
Are you guys doing the viewing here?
We're going to do viewings here, and we're going to do an off-site screening
Okay.
in Victor's,
How do
in
you,
the restaurant.
I have to ask, how do you plan on doing that?
The restaurant is so cool to us.
Yeah?
They like what we're doing. They want us to survive. They've actually sponsored our film appreciation class from time to time. And they will rent equipment and bring it in there and do a screening so you can have dinner and a movie. Well, in this case, brunch and a movie.
Okay. But how great is it to have the community backing you on that? Well, it's just a small part, but still,
We have
nonetheless.
so many community backers. It's fantastic. Another great supporter just up the street is Holy Hound Tap Room.
Oh,
We have
Holy
30
Hound.
beers on tap. They also have sponsored our film appreciation class.
Okay.
There's a company around here called Brewery Products, and they're a major beer distributor for Anheuser-Busch. Every first Friday, so every first Friday of the month, we have free beer. So you come to a movie, you get a free beer from Brewery Products.
Wow.
You're in a movie.
So there is motivation for any of you out there who like to drink and like free stuff.
There's always good parking down here. You go block that direction on a first Friday, parking gets a little tougher. Start your first Fridays and here at Small Stars.
Let's talk a little bit about your film appreciation class, because not only are you guys supporting the local art scene, the local filmmaking scene, but also you're trying to teach people a thing or two around here. So.
We have the best film appreciation class instructor. He's a working actor, and his wife is also a working actor. Fantastic instructor, so enthusiastic. Our participants range in age from 12, I think the youngest. There are two homeschool kids in there. Well, there are a lot more homeschool kids in there, but the two younger ones are 12, and then all the way up to seniors. So it's a really cool group.
Some of the art, like I see you have murals up on the wall of things surrounding York, other aspects of like people from York and things like that. So it's almost as if the sense of community is always in Small Star, because you literally have pictures of people from the city on their walls.
We try to be inclusive, and we try to make it so that we're kind of a crossroads meeting place where people could come to talk, people could come to meet. One of our artists on exhibit right now is Miss Ophelia Chambliss, and she did a project called Contiguous. Phenomenal portraits of 60 people in our community. Every portrait she did, if you can picture taking a thick Sharpie, she did a line drawing of of the entire face without ever picking up the pen. So it's all one contiguous line. In theory, she could go right on and do the next face. So it's 60 faces in our community. We have some of them here. I have a poster that expresses all of the faces on there. My goal is to have all those people come into the art gallery and get their autograph on it.
It's a small city, but there's a lot of life to it. There's a lot of things about this city that maybe not, just driving through it, you never really expect. And this being one, when you find out that there is an independent theater that just shows independent films. Yeah, I mean, in the city we only have 2 theaters anyways, so when something like this comes along, it's definitely a rarity. Would you say that maybe the business aspect, I mean, obviously if you could go to any major city and it would be easier, but is there like a sort of maybe like a brass ring about sticking around in a small city and making it work in a small city?
I actually think it's more beneficial to be here. Talk about support and getting started. All the businesses around here are super supportive of one another.
That's true.
Our competition is, 50 miles away down in Baltimore or 30 miles away up in Harrisburg, but they're not really competition. So it's all good. We think that more arts is better, more business is better.
Absolutely.
And we just kind of want to be one of those central meeting points, and we want people to know that the space is for everybody.
That's great. So, in a small town such as this, there are business owners who are doing things a bit different, and things that maybe not everybody around them gets, but something that everybody should see. So Patty, I want to thank you so much for taking the time and inviting us here to Small Star to see what it is that you guys do and to just experience it all together. If you would like to let anybody know where you're from or where you're located at.
232 West Market Street, just over the bridge in Weco District. That's west of the Doris. Weco District of downtown New York.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Patty, thank you. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Small Star is a brew house that packs quite a creative punch when it comes to their craft beer. This is Liquid Hero Brewery. I'm here with Christian, one of the owners of Liquid Hero Brewery in York, Pennsylvania. Now, Christian, what makes Liquid Hero so much different compared to the other bar scene holes around York area?
I think we're part of the community. We definitely are. I think one of the differentiation factors in here, I would say, I think it's the experience. I think you come in, you get to meet a nice bartender, you can talk shop, we can show you around in the back. So people come in here, they like to try the beer is good, but I think it's the people that work here, live around here. It's just for the experience you're gonna get in here. I think the people that work in here, the atmosphere, this like 115-year-old train station that's in here, it's a pretty cool place to drink a beer, and then you can kind of experience all of this. What is beer, what is brewing, what is, York City, just keeping it local, keeping the people around here. So, yep.
When it comes to a local area brew house, I know I've seen you guys in Lancaster, I've seen you guys in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
How far has your reach become?
Yeah, so when we started back in 2011, it was York City. So it was me, Matt, Josh, in our trucks. We were just delivering beer around a lot of local bars, and they really supported us locally a lot. They still do. And from there, we started reaching out and kind of chipping away. We went out to Lancaster. Currently, right now, we're kind of like, south central, southeast or so, from York up to State College, down over to Philadelphia, Lancaster. Far west is maybe like a Chambersburg area around there. So yeah, and we're talking with guys right now in Maryland too. So that'll be one of the next steps.
So give us a little bit of a crash course in the history of Liquid Hero. How did it come to be? Was this a passion project before, and you guys were just crafting in your garage, and then it came out this way?
I think it started in a garage, right? It started in our backyard. So myself, my brother-in-law Matt, our mutual friend Josh, we drank beer. We like drinking beer. We're like, why don't we make this? Why don't we do this ourselves and see if we can make something that we like? And it turned out really good. We liked it, and we homebrewed. I think we started 2008. So homebrewed. We were going to. There wasn't as many beer fests around town back then. So we were hitting one or two a year that we had in here. Now I could do 30 if I wanted to right now. But yeah, we hit the one or two. We were giving away our beer, and enough people were like, "Whoa, where can I get this stuff?" Craft beer was still kind of new at that time. The newer craft beer scene. People have been drinking good, well-made beer for years, but the new craft beer scene in New York was new. So we got asked, where can you buy it? We get asked that only so many times, and then we figure out I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Is there any type of I know there's been a few others that have popped up around here. Do you guys do you guys all partner up together?
Very much so. Yep, very much so.
Really not much competition-wise.
There is competition. Yeah. There is definitely competition, but it is one of the friendliest competitions I've ever seen. People are pretty cool, open. We're open book in here. You want to start a brewery, come in. People come in here, look at our system, look at our equipment, talk to us, pick our brains, and we're ready and willing to do that. As well as when we first started going, people were helping us out. So even people as large as Dogfish Head. So Sam Calgione, him and Josh kind of hit it off one day. We were there for an event, and he invited us back to run all of our beer through his quality lab up at Dogfish Head.
Wow.
And give us good pointers. When you're young and starting out, anything like that helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's industry wide. I think it's an industry that's very open arms, welcoming. I've been to the big craft beer conferences, and I think really people like it because of the beer, and that's the gist of it. So yeah.
I mean, when you can drink it warm, it's always a good thing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about being part of the community here in York. What are the perks of being you guys are right across the street from Ref Stadium. So is that a big benefit for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. When that thing fires up, which we're a couple weeks out from that thing going, we see an increase in business. We see a lot of people kind of poking their nose in here, what's going on. Because a lot of people, they look at this building, it's still an old building. They don't know it's a brewery sometimes. We don't do tons of marketing or advertising. We just rather spend money on equipment. So, that's very nice. And it's all part of the community. It's part of this little ecosystem we have in New York City, in York County. It's getting noticed a lot.
That's great. Yeah. It's always fun to see when especially like a place where you kind of consider your own. We've been here, myself, as much as many of my friends have been here many a times, and kind of consider this one of our favorite places in New York. So it's good to see a little place that we know, our little hometown here is getting recognized. So like seasonal wise, do you guys see a bump or like a dip in anything like that, or it's usually pretty straightforward?
There's in the bar business or the bar side of this business, so we have the little brew pub here, and then we have the distribution in the back. Distribution's fairly consistent, right? The bar side, inconsistent. There will be days where you think you're going to be slow and you're slammed. It's up and down. A lot of times with the seasons, you'll see people at the beginning or the end of the season, making changes or hey, let's get drinking or whatever, and then it'll mellow out and pick back up. And so it's not real consistent at all.
Just got to keep it on the swivel.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You guys still have your day jobs,
Yeah.
So like when you said you're the top of the head, like pitch it's a big deal. Like not a lot of people take that into consideration, the idea of pitch and the idea of selling something, especially a product that you believe so heavily in yourself. But for you, I guess you could say, and feel free to embellish a bit, that since this was such a big part of your life, it's relatively easy to probably go talk to people about this and be like, sure, you believe in it yourself, so why wouldn't you try to make other people believe in it as well?
Yeah. Very easy. I love talking about it. I do. It's one of those things. Anyone that started their own business or is passionate about anything can tell you there's ups and downs, right? So take the good with the good, the bad with the bad. And it's the simple stuff, right? So I love talking about it. You go around, and not to sound like an idiot, but you go around and people are like, holy crap, you go to Brewery, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh man, tell me about, it's like the best icebreaker in the world. So, but it's fun.
And you people showed up with cameras.
Show up with cameras on Sundays.
So like, is this sort of the be all end all plan, or like what are you guys reaching for? What was like, if you could say like your biggest dream for what would it be?
I mean, that dream has changed a lot over the years, right? So I feel personally right now, if you ask me that question right now, it's to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm a part of the community. I'm a big community guy, right? So I've already hit one. So I have a nice little place, a bar in the community where I can go down and talk to people and meet people. And that's huge. That's, me personally, that's huge. To make a couple pennies off of it one day, that'd be great. That'd be cool. But for now, it's, reinvest, and that's what we've been doing. So goals change throughout the years. Right? For what it is right now, it's very, and people can walk in here and have a good time, and smile, be happy together, and be a part of this. That's huge for me. That's a big goal in our year.
Yep. Well, Chris, if you want to let them know where they can find you online, anything like that.
Yeah, we do. So a lot of our marketing online is going to be through Facebook. We keep that thing updated regularly. We do have a website, liquidmeter.com. Really, you can find us at a lot of local bars all over, South Central PA, and at Beer Fest. We get a lot of Beer Fest as well. So you can find us there. We'll be there drinking beer with you. So,
Christian, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. We're going to go have a beer now. So there you have it. Two businesses doing things their way in their hometown. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Bryce Schreier, and I'll see you in the next city on A Project of Passion.